Hello, how's things? Good. Okay, so I'm calling this video Djent to Lord. Djent spelt D-J-E-N-T, not G-E-N-T, but that's the pun I'm working on. So what's it all about? Well, there's a lot of people are playing 7 strings and these fan fret guitars, but it tends to push towards like the sort of, well, the sort of more heavier side of things. You know, like if you're not into like modern heavy metal, it might well, I mean, there's, you know, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of techniques are being developed by these guys, and so you might be drawn into that style of music, but you're not, perhaps not really into it. You're perhaps more into like maybe the technical side of things, or like the polyrhythms or things like that. And yeah, as players, there is a lot that we can actually learn from, you know, from sort of playing these extended range guitars. For a start, like the fan frets, that kind of helps rein you in that, like, what you're playing, you have to be a little bit more disciplined. If you're using the whole range of the guitar rather than just rattling on the low B and E strings or tuning those down even lower, if you actually want to try and get like the full range of what the guitar can do, we're gonna have to think differently. So what I'm doing is that I'm using some Electro Harmonix organ pedals, the B9 and the C9, to try and emulate the sort of old school sort of Hammond organ sound. I'll give you a quick rundown of it, and then I'll come back to it in a moment. Alright, so I'll see you in a moment. I'm going to talk you through the basic rig. So let's see. Starting here, we've got a Dynacomp compressor. Now that just smooths things out, like the string vibrations, it'll smooth that out. Then go into the C9 pedal, and then the B9 pedal. So these emulate various Hammond organ models. From there I go into this Fender pinwheel, and these are my settings. Now this functions as my Leslie cabinet, and I'll put it on the floor because it allows me to use this, which is like the brake effect, so I can do like the speeding up, slowing down Leslie effect using that. And then finally I'm using this Holy Grail reverb because it's got a spring reverb setting, so that effectively that simulates like the old spring reverbs that used to be in the Hammonds, and then all that lot goes into the amplifier. Yeah, so that's pretty much the basic setup. Sorry, strap's getting in the way. Okay, and then that goes into a Boss Katana, which I'm running on the acoustic channel, because I've just found if you put it through the clean, because the Leslie distorts, well, the pinwheel, I mean, because the pinwheel distorts, I found that there's a bit too much coming out of the amps. So basically that's it. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, so I'm finding that there's a lot of good patches on the B9 pedal. The patch I'm on at the moment is called Octaves. That's patch number 6 on the B9 pedal, and that kind of sounds like if I put Leslie in as well, it's like, I'm playing power chords on that. And the thing is, you have to pick every note. So you have to. So that means you've got to make every note count. And that starts working on like a lot of the sloppy playing. So we can go in a few different directions from here. Like we can sort of work on more sort of classical type phrases, or more sort of blues and blues rock type phrases, or like just pick out some things that, you know, people like Jon Lord would actually do on the Hammond. I mean, for example, let's see what we can do. Right, I'm going to change a patch. So let's see. If we go on the B9, now it's called the Fat and the Full. So we get a. Just like playing in fourth. So what was I doing then? So if you add the fourth above, but a lot of the time, you know, what you're actually finding is that he'll just be playing like single notes. Made a mistake. And then just like use the reverb for that sort of dramatic effect. Yeah, and then every so often just like drop in that sort of that Leslie break effect. So like so that's the sort of like the more sort of heavier side of things, like. But then if we actually we go into things like sort of say like Child in Time and stuff like that, then we get. Now I'm not going to play Child in Time for copyright reasons. What you get? It's a sort of little runs like. You see how dramatic that sounds? Then there's a thing that we could do as well, is like with going on the C9 pedal this time. I'll do that again. That's the Jesu Joy of Man's Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring. It's a Bach piece, but quite often he'd drop that into his solo. The trick with that is not to do it too fast. Yeah, watch that you're picking the right notes as well. Yeah, so there's a lot we can do, but you notice that we have to be a lot more disciplined about what we're playing, otherwise it starts to sound sloppy, and some of those mispicks, they come out a lot more. So I'm going to leave it here for today. Please comment below. Yeah, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.